FM. Tuning up your future with every twist of the dial. Woman in the shadow.
Yeah. Okay, here's a track from one from my guests, and it's called Woman in the Shadow by Zion Horizon. Coming up next.
In the ears of the moon, woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon, cause the woman in the shadow, sister in yellow. Vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe.
That's why a glance, a stance, stature, that yellow dress. She rocks with a learn. There is sweetness in the feature. See honey in the future. In the beauty is the rapture. In the beauty I get captured. And then I try to catch her. And then I try to get her. Thinking she was a hunter, but really she's the hunter. The woman in the shadow sometimes makes me wonder. Do I really need her? Do I really want her? Cause a woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Six with whispers to the ears of the moon. The woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. The woman in the shadow, the sister in yellow. The vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. The woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe, Aibo.
Cause the woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Saying sweet whispers in the ears of the moon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. Cause the woman in the shadow, sister in yellow. Vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe, woman so fine, divine intuition. The woman in the shadow, conversing with the rhythm. Sometimes in peril, here to save the day. Sun touch the fly, hey rude, never been a slave. Unless I run away, her shadow starts to dance as the music starts to play. She's icing in the face, she's icing in the face. Grace, sweetness in yellow now. Can I get a taste? Yeah, wine off the waist. Yeah, a bubble that one burst. I'm planting sweet memories that can't be erased. Sensual pace, vibrations start speaking. Windows to her soul open up, then I leap in. Daughter of the dust, building that trust. Now it's TGIF on every single weekend. Time to make 2020 decision. The woman in the shadow giving me night vision. The woman multiply vibes and subtract the vision. Cause the woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Staying sweet whispers in the ears of the moon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. Cause the woman in the shadow, sister in yellow. Vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe. When I say you say shay. Shay. When I say
okay, we're gonna try again to speak to Malik. Okay, so Malik, yeah, let me just introduce you. Malik and Nomad are two members of a fantastic group called Zion Horizon, and they're both going to introduce themselves to you. Malik, do you want to introduce yourself first because you've come on before, and then we'll hear from Nomad.
Sure. Malik I.M, aka Sun Toucha, 1/3 of Zion Horizon. We're here on Nomadic balcony, getting live, taking in the beautiful sunshine. The energy is raw today, so we're happy to be on the show and share with the world some of the things that we have going.
Is this Nomad? Is this Nomad?
Yes, Le Nomad.
Le Nomad. Hi, Le Nomad.
How's everyone doing?
Well, everyone is fine. Everyone's looking forward to hearing from you both. So, yeah, can you tell us a little bit about you? I've heard a lot about you from Malik, but can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes. I'm 1/3 of the Zion Horizon family. Living in Toronto, Canada right now, from Montreal, Canada as well. So my family is from a Haitian and Cuban background. What else I can tell you? Well, I met Malik shortly after I moved to Toronto. We basically clicked right away, synergized right away. Started doing music under another group called the Infidel Crew. We did that with them for a few years until we branched off and did our own thing, and that's how Zion Horizon was born.
Wow. That's wonderful. And, I know that you both, you've kind of come from different professions and you've collaborated and, your music is amazing. Can you just tell us a little bit about the music and how you both, decided to go in the direction that you've gone in with your music?
Well, yeah, for sure. How did that happen? Well, prior to meeting him, I was doing music with another group collective, should I say. It was a collective with my then partner. She was a singer slash keyboard player slash trumpetist. I was just starting to get introduced myself or plunging myself into performing in English. So I started slowly with the spoken word, which branched off into the music. And that was around that time that I met with Malik, with Sun Toucha. And we decided to unite our forces and inspiration together.
Yeah, but what I like about your music, you know, it's there's the hip hop, there's also a touch of, you know, soul, you know, like an R&B sound as well. And you've also got a message, you know, you've got a very powerful message. And definitely, you know, it's primarily, I feel, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, for young people, but also, you know, everyone can relate to your message.
Well, that, like I said, is a collective of inspiration, right? So when we decided to unite forces, one of the things that naturally came into the pot for the mixing was our cultural inspiration. Him being from Antigua, Jamaican descent, me being from like Haitian, Cuban descent. We were exploring the different sound coming from a culture, different taint of spirituality coming from a culture. And then we had so much cipher just between the two of us that some of it, I guess, spilled onto the paper. It became a poem, became a lyric, became a song. So a lot of our song just came out of conversation we just had amongst ourselves, me and Sun Toucha, or amongst the members of our tribe. And through those ciphers, we always find some inspiration. Of course, we have our own personal life and observations, but a lot of the ciphers, dialogue, mental sharing, heavy mental sharing came from those ciphers, and now we find some of it on the album.
Yes, and, you know, speaking about the album, we have got some of the tracks to play for people. You know, it's a real treat. Thank you so much for allowing us to, you know, play those today. So what I'd like to do, I want us to start, I don't know which song you'd like to start with, and I just want you to kind of, I don't know whether you both want to talk about each track, but if...
Did you say you already played a track?
No, well, we introduced with Woman in the Shadow, but only played a small portion of it. So, you know, Woman in the Shadow.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, definitely. Woman in the Shadow has a kind of a funny story because how it all started, Sun Toucha's Earthstrong birthday was approaching, and at the time I was a little bit broke, not used to like package gift nicely, so I didn't really know what to get him. So one night I was alone in my own home studio, and I decided to put a beat together. And halfway to the beat, it came to me that that would be a good Earthstrong gift. So I decided to keep working on that beat and offer it to him as a birthday gift. So once he received it, he went home, listened to it, and I think some 24 hours later, he already had a verse for me, and Woman in the Shadow was born.
Wow. Sun Toucha, do you have anything you want to add to that before we play Woman in the Shadow? That was a nice gesture from Nomad there.
Oh yeah.
This was
This was an offering that he put forward on the Earthstrong, and it's it's the song that we thought should introduce the album after his spoken word piece over there. So for those who are listening and are going to be listening to the Speaking to the Globe album, that's the first full track you're going to hear on the album. But the story behind it is crazy.
Okay. So do you want us to play that? Yeah, because I kind of played that just now, but is it? Do you want us to? Yeah, shall we play that?
Give him an encore on that, man.
Okay.
Give him an encore.
So we're gonna give you an encore with "Woman in the Shadow." Listen to the words. You know that the words are so powerful, and the sound. You know, really nice. You know, modern sound as well. So enjoy.
7.7 FM. Tuning up your future with every twist of the dial. Woman in the Shadow.
Yeah. The woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe, saying sweet whispers in the ears of the moon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe, sister in yellow taking me to the moon, 'cause sister in yellow, vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. A shade.
That's why a glance, a stance, that chair, that yellow dress. She rocks with a learn. There is sweetness in the feature. See honey in the future. In the beauty is the rapture. In the beauty I get captured. And then I try to catch her. And then I try to get her. Thinking she was a hunter, but really she's the hunter. The woman in the shadow sometimes makes me wonder. Do I really need her? Do I really want her? Cause a woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Six with whispers to the ears of the moon. The woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. The woman in the shadow, the sister in yellow. The vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. The woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe, Aibo.
Cause the woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Staying sweet whispers in the ears of the moon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. Cause the woman in the shadow, sister in yellow. Vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe, woman so fine, divine intuition. The woman in the shadow conversing with the rhythm. Dance with the rhythm, her hips first to follow. Root chocolate energized body. A Bailey bought her out of beauty, never shallow. Sometimes in peril, here to save the day. Sun touch the fly, hey rude, never been a slave. Unless I run away, her shadow starts to dance as the music starts to play. She's icing in the face. She's icing in the face. She's icing in the face. Sweeter grace. Sweetness in yellow now. Can I get a taste? Yeah, wine off the waist. Yeah, a bubble that one burst. I'm planting sweet memories that can't be erased. Sensual pace, vibration start speaking. Windows to her soul open up, then I leap in. Daughter of the dust, building that trust. Now it's TGIF on every single weekend. Time to make 2020 decision. The woman in the shadow giving me night vision. The woman multiply vibes and subtract the vision. Cause the woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Staying sweet whispers in the ears of the moon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Sister in yellow taking me to the moon. Cause the woman in the shadow, sister in yellow. Vision so mellow, she's no cartoon. Woman in the shadow with the aura of a shoe. Ashe. When I say you say shade. Shade. When I say you say shade. Shade. When I say you say shade. Shade. When I say you say shade.
Okay, that's Woman in the Shadow by my special guests, Zion Horizon, Malik and Nomad. Are you there?
Yes, indeed. Before I pass it to Nomad, because this story really has two parts to it, but we first want to highlight first Ruth Matiang, who's on that song, and the vibes and the ad libs and the presence that she has in that song really takes it to a next level. But Ruth, we met her maybe 8-9 years ago, and really that was one of the, Nomad, you could correct me, but I believe that was the first, maybe even 10 years, and that was the first song that we collaborated on. She's also on a few of the other songs on the album, Beyond and Babylon Mentality, but in terms of a song that we, put our heads together and cooked it up from scratch, that's one of the first songs that we collaborated on, and Let Me Reach really speaks for itself. But I want Nomad to give the people a little insight into that one.
Awesome. Nomad.
So Let Me Reach. Like the Sun Toucha, there's a 2 parts to it. So at the time, we were with a different set of musicians doing shows and whatnot, trying to put something together. And then again, one night, working in my home studio, I was thinking about us, our next movement and whatnot, and everything we have accomplished up to that point back then. And it was all about the idea of let's reach to those goals, let's reach to those desires and those ambitions. And that's how the idea of Let Me Reach came to be. So as I was putting the instrumental together, a melody came to my head and I started singing it, though I don't consider myself a singer, but I added a nice ring to it. So when I presented it to the tribe at the next meeting, it was a unanimous decision, a unanimous reaction. And later, when we met Ruth, that was the first thing we decided to collaborate because she liked the hook. And then once she got on it, magic just happened. And then Let Me Reach took a life of its own, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So is there anything else you want to add, Malik, or can we go ahead and play Let Me Reach?
in terms of Let Me Reach, we are working on the video for that song right now,
Right.
in collaboration with Ruth and also Zafar, who's one of the kindred spirits who's come across our path, who's very, of course, DJ GQ, the
Oh,
third member of
yes.
Zion Horizon, is going to be a part of that as well. He can't make it today, work duties and things of that nature, but
Understand. Yeah.
in spirit, representing as always. So of course we want to highlight GQ. But
GQ.
yeah, when it comes to Let Me Reach, the video is in process right now, a work in progress. So
Awesome.
the people can look forward to seeing not just what their imagination is seeing in terms of when they hear the music, but soon they're actually going to have the visuals
To go with
to
it.
actually put with it. So stay tuned, world.
Okay, so we are going to play Let Me Reach by Zion Horizon and enjoy.
Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me see the signs. Let there be no sorrow. Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me touch the sky. Let me knock on the
Let's ride
door.
united, not divided, deciding we're reaching high. Cause no man is an island, it's us, it's you and I. It's the chance of a lifetime and reach for this life rhyme. Extending our hands high towards the skyline, reach for knowledge, holding firm, We never buckle, use our brains to sustain, Instead of muscle, cause the matrix of maze, leaving minds in the days. So reach for hope and a rifle at the end of them days. Run what governments rule by might and not love. The iron fist masquerades within velvet gloves. There is no time to lament, rant, rave, and repent. So just beware of the speech of the speaking serpent. We need more Hueys to be
Ready.
trigger finger staying.
Steady.
Zips on their shoulders, revolutionaries. These are the hands of the elders, planting seeds in our minds. We got one life to live to see our future survive, survive, survive.
Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me see the signs. Let there be no sorrow. Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me touch the sky. Let me knock on heaven's door. Let me reach. Let me take off, be free. Let me create what's inside, make it reality. So you let me grow my own crop, skyscraper, feed up. Let me nourish my kids. Let me drink from my own cup. Let me look in your eye, see what's making your eye. Let me walk to the light, got no reason to hide. Let me reach to those youth, living lies, seeking truth. Let me tell them some on fire and it's not the roof. Let me reach North America, home of the free. Let me tell them even here, the war is poverty. Let me reach to a mic, crimer pour Haïti. Let me take back those that man minds, belle des Antilles. Let me love, let me be, let me blast off and flee. Let me tell you about a song for your heart, so let's reach. Let me reach with music, put the message to it. Let me put it in the bottle, let's toast and let's drink. Salute, salute. Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me see those eyes. Let there be no sorrow. Let me reach inside. Let me reach tomorrow. Let me touch the sky. Let me knock on heaven's door.
That's Let Me Reach from Zion Horizon. My special guests from that group are Malik and Nomad. Tune in to Zion Radio 77.7 FM to hear the fantastic trio Zion Horizon as
That's
they
how we do
speak to
it.
the globe from Toronto, Canada.
That's how we do it. Down Horizon.
Hello, Malik. Nomad.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I heard that bit.
Yes, indeed. We're here in the flesh, like we said.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
We're having a human experience, but we're all souls.
Oh, yeah. I really like that. I love the the singing and the sound, and there was so much going on there, and that bit on the end as well. But yeah. So, oh my goodness, Malik, where do we go next? Because we have got so much more for the listeners.
Well, you've played so far. You've played "Woman in the Shadow," which
And
is
Let Me Reach.
the opening track. Let me reach. Again, we're trying to go in a sequence here in terms of the vibration of.
That's what I thought.
So
Yes.
I guess the most logical one. Well, I wish we could do Heartbeat, but I think we're going to do So Much Trouble.
So Much
So Much
Trouble is
a song
lined
that
up.
It features GQ on the chorus, as well as Kimberly Brown, who blessed the track on the vocals, and the song itself again speaks to a lot of the issues and crises that are happening across the world, on the African continent, in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
But really, our focus is also on a solution focus. But it's easy to identify what the problems are, but we're also trying to insert that the element of how do we deal with what's going on, and what role can we play in terms of being change agents. So I think So Much Trouble again is the song where we speak to the globe in the truest essence of what the album is all about. We're really speaking to the globe. All three verses are speaking to different scenarios and different incidents and things of that nature that are happening across the globe. So I think it's something that many of the listeners will be able to resonate with.
So, right, yeah. Mm.
And I'm going to pass it to Nomad so he can...
Yeah, I was about to say, what has Nomad got to say?
Yeah, so, I'm just going to venture back on what Sun Toucha was saying. Basically, it's exactly that. It's us speaking to our little bubble here, meaning planet Earth, meaning the globe. Each one of the verse is a slice of reality or that the globe is experiencing. And what the listeners are going to connect, because though it's a serious subject, sometimes we don't shy away from coming with a touch of sarcasm in it, because sometimes that's a vehicle that we use to talk about a reality so we don't get depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And we basically did the journalistic work, but with a soundtrack. Right. So hopefully the people can tune in the Zion Horizon 6 o'clock news and see there's so much trouble going on in the world.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, so we are going to play that track for you.
Yeah. So much trouble in the world for every boy and girl. Look over the planet, all you see is destruction and degradation. But we do have the solutions to these problems for every boy and girl.
So much trouble in the world is not ready. Oh no. Solutions are needed to heal the hearts, minds, and body. For sure. So much trouble in the world is not ready. Oh no. Solutions are needed to heal the hearts, minds, and body. For sure. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble.
The whole of them I talk, some I walk in the trouble. Using leaps of faith, no using brain muscles. Devising the visions to keep us in the hustle. Living hand to mouth, swinging arms, ready to scuffle. Colonial preoccupation, Babylon, freebasing. White lies, violence and degradation. Anger in the nation is a cancer, no remission. Sleeping with the enemy, yes, we have no vision. Zombies amongst us, faking animation. Corporate monopoly causing global tension. Paralysis of the mind, deficit attention. Grind against the ages, pushing miseducation. So much trouble for every boy and girl. So much trouble, but solutions unfurl. Open your eyes, realize the time's arrived to dead the trouble and keep hope alive. Cause
so much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble.
in the garrison, you Kingston world order. Them a bleach at night time for screech across the border. Too much politics, fuck up with little island. Coffee we export, but all so much gun line. Repeat to some sharp and man like Paul Bogle. Need the country for unite, we all can be the heroes. Reparation time, a check with no zero. Giving praises to the Father, blessings from up above. Sing songs like one love, I was member Bob Marley. Jamaica land we love, but do they care hardly? I'm a truth of it dead before them try stop it. Calabar 7 feet, nobody can stop it. Jamaican you with Caribbean liberty. Tell them free up the youth outside the penitentiary. Babylon mentality, colonial identity. Propaganda donut, glazed insanity. Free world boss, time for Lego Adi. Tell them free world boss, a time for Lego Adi.
So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble.
Have you seen the war comics about the bodies in Congo? Have you heard the hurricane Haiti? Some time ago, girls are missing in the sea. No Amber Alert, our girls don't play football, so they know where the trouble. Talk to refugees, we've come out of the rubble. Freedom fighters get real like Uncle Jungle. Heard about the struggle, Venezuela's vital. Heard you rebuttal, but Flint still water bottle. Heard the Nagas of India, forgot about the vowels. Punished for being gods, now under troubles. Papua New Guinea, swinging a genocidal. The media silent, out loud like the devils. Feeling blue, red and purple, rest in peace, Prince and Michael. Send us a earth song when doves cry for the people. Love is going strong, just look outside the ego. Answers to problems in the world's are you over.
So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble. So much trouble.
Leaders lie, mothers cry, children's dying, politicians lie, leaders lie, mothers cry, children's dying, politicians dying.
So much trouble above, below the double solutions arising from the rubber. So much trouble above, below the double solutions arising from the rubber.
So much trouble in the world is not ready.
Oh no.
Solutions are needed to heal the heart, mind, and body.
For sure.
So much trouble in the world is not ready.
Oh no.
Solutions are needed to heal the heart, mind, and body.
So much trouble. From my guests from Zion Horizon. We're reviewing their debut album. We're going through different tracks. Oh, Nomad, hi. Yeah, we just played So Much Trouble, another, fantastic track with so much, talking about what's going on today and around the world. And yes, certainly we can relate to, what we hear and what we see going on. We have got...
Most definitely.
We've got a few...
I want to give if you don't mind me, I want to give a big shout out to Kimberly Brown.
Yes, please.
Who blessed the track toward the end. And she got, just like the rest of us, she got inspired by it. And then she came and blessed us with a little bit of her soul. But
wow,
you hear more
voice.
about her. She's working on the corrective for us now.
Wow. Yeah. All of them. And what I love is, it's all got different, it's got the message, about what's going on and how to, be more empowered and, be inspired. And the different sounds that you bring to each song. What I want to do now is, we've got another couple of songs, actually another 3, I think. So we've got Pharmacy, Ganja Tea, and I think someone mentioned Heartbeat.
Yes, well, Nomad, it's you got we got a special place in our heart for the Heartbeat song.
Yeah,
I don't know. You can tell us.
Yeah, and I have to mention, I have to give a big respect to GQ, who basically brainchild the song. That was from his inspiration. And again, like I said earlier, it was one of our ciphers, and the ciphers found itself into a song, right? So hell of GQ for this one.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, GQ, who couldn't be with us today, but he's another, very important part of the team. and
Yes.
we big him up and salute him wherever he is, you know, and hopefully he can come back with you next time. But yeah, so what song? What are we going to go with? Heartbeat next, or which one? Because we've got three. We got.
If you want to go, want to give the people the heartbeat one, give them something lighter in nature, but still get them bumping at the same time, then heartbeat would be a good choice.
Heartbeat.
You can't go wrong with any of these songs, but in terms of vibration, if you want to give them a song that's a little lighter in content, but it's still going to have them moving their waist and moving their mind at the same time, then heartbeat is the perfect remedy.
The perfect remedy, and you know, love. It's a love song, if I remember well. Is that right? It's a love song. It's a love song. So high vibration. Yeah.
Each of our verses are just,
well, they're all high vibration, yes, but on the sort of more love, romantic, or what have you. Yeah. So, is there anything else you wanted to add about that? So as people can look for it in the song, or do you feel the song will sort of say it all?
I think in this sense, the proof is in the pudding.
I know what you're going to say. So, without any further ado, we're going to play Heartbeat for you. And so, enjoy.
Under the feet, the pain, the misery. Place on the board like a queen, like checkmate victory. Let me hear your heartbeat, fly you galaxy. Fire tune from the DJ, solar energy. It takes to you warmth that help me go by. Need your eternity, so girl, please don't say goodbye.
I can feel your heart beating. I see the look, it's in your eyes. Don't you know how much I love you, baby? Girl, please don't say goodbye. I got this passion taking over, and you're the apple of my eye. I can't see a life without you in it. Girl, please don't say goodbye.
Your beauty's captivating and the strength is benign. Your heartbeat's the gradation tick talking through my mind. So blessed so highly, like Selassie I just got your digit style in your heart tonight. Feeling for your love like lotus in here, your ether. As above, so below your stalk as I greet ya. Feeling high, can't deny the chakras are aligned. Sipping on your roots wine. Lips so smooth and never dry, sighs and dies. Realize, sun has your moon's back, yes forever shine. Doing reps and sets, sweating as we sexercise. Exercise and stress, energy amplified. Glorifying all the buried treasures that I find. Your yoni is the only guide as I start to slide. Praying on your temple now, see your spirit rise. Now we're feeling high, now we unify.
I can feel your heart, it's beating. I see the look, it's in your eyes. Don't you know how much I love you, baby? Girl, please don't say goodbye. I got this passion taking over, and you're the apple of my eye. I can't see a life without you in it. Girl, please don't say goodbye.
Girl, your body smooth like your beard with the lotion. When the man them see your beard, love and devotion. Baby, come here so I make we bathe in the ocean. Put it by your body, girl, what a love potion. Man them see your body and a cause a commotion. You must get the work, girl, plus the promotion. Make we run away, couple the grill. A long time me a wait for the two we fit chill. We cool off in the shade, big spliff me a bill. And later on tonight I the catty me a kill. Under me peanut punch and me Irish mass. I forget the cherry girl no matter what the cost.
I can feel your heart, it's beating. I see the look, it's in your eyes. Don't you know how much I love you, baby? Girl, please don't say goodbye. I got this passion taking over, and you're the apple of my eye. I can't see a life without you in it. Girl, please don't say goodbye. I can
That's Heartbeat. I'm talking to my special guests, Malik and Nomad from Zion Horizon.
Yes. Hopefully we got the people.
Nomad, yes. That did say everything. Very nice. You know, all the tracks have got their own, it's like they've got their own sort of, you know, sound, unique sound, yeah. Kind of felt a bit of, I don't know, a bit of reggae or just something a little bit different. But each of them, you know, have their own style, their own sound, and I'm bopping along, if you can say bopping, and enjoying each of them. I know you want to talk about pharmacy or ganja tea. Which one?
Well, we can definitely talk about the pharmacy.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead. Who wants to? Can you just tell us a bit about how it came about and, you know.
Most definitely. Pharmacy, like Nomadic said when he was talking about the Let Me Reach. The process that we usually have when it comes to creating a lot of these songs, it's very organic. Like you said, sometimes we'll be having a reason. We'll be looking at we'll be listening to a lecture, or we'll be catching up on what's happened over the week. Mm-hmm. And by just us having our discussions, we stumble across ideas and concepts that we find ourselves married to, and we end up engaging it on a level. And this is what happened with the pharmacy. Nomad would speak to it on his point of view, but the pharmacy song has been on my mind for several years before it even came to fruition. And when we finally came together at the crossroads that Nomad was at in terms of trying to figure out what he wanted to do in terms of with his health and things of that nature, this song was birthed, and it's going to speak for itself. Rest in peace to Dr. Sabi.
Yes.
Queen of Four. These are some of the names that you're going to hear on the song. But I mean, I'm going to let Nomad give his take on how the pharmacy came into inception.
Yes, indeed.
Nomad, yes.
Respect to Dr. Laila Africa. Respect to our ancestors, Dr. Sabi. Respect to our living queen, Queen of War. People who have influenced people around me into making better choices. Understanding that vehicle called the human body, how it works, and how it might have been neglected unbeknownst to you. All of that brought us to a cipher, many ciphers that we had. And just like Sun Toucha, it's a concept that's been in my head for many years. I just didn't know that it was going to come to fruition in this life form. And pharmacy, funny enough, was born in the kitchen, literally. I was cooking at my place when the brethren were there. I was giving a food offering, and as we were cooking and chopping it up, the lyrics were born. So, and there you go, you have pharmacy. So it doesn't get more intimate and personal than that.
I like that. Okay, so was there anything else you wanted to add before we play pharmacy?
No. It's just that there's a level of sarcasm again.
Yes, the word farm instead of. So
right?
F and
And
yeah.
we like to push button because this is a world that push buttons on us. So sometimes we like to push back with
You want to
push
push
buttons
back.
of our own.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to play Pharmacy. And what? Yeah, Pharmacy with an F.
And Imani, tell me, when's the last time you had fruits?
Oh, today.
Today. Is your body happy about that?
Oh my God, that's all I had today actually, because all this week I've been on a fruit, fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, your fruit detox.
Yeah, I'm fruit.
Yeah, you're on
No,
that
it's
thing.
really good.
Sounds
It keeps you, and green juices. That's what I've been having. That's what I've had today. So
Excellent. Excellent.
So this song
That's
is
the
very
podcast I want to
appropriate.
know.
Yeah, it's very appropriate song.
Yes, indeed. Well, England, I hope you got your fruits and veggies too.
Yeah, get your
Finally
fruits and
coming up.
veggies out, and you'll have so much energy. You'll be jumping around. So we are going to play. We're going to play you Pharmacy.
Ring the
Wonderful.
alarm, the big pharma is rising. Whoa, hey.
Ring the alarm. How many bees are dying? Whoa, hey.
Ring the alarm, I see Bill Gates is trying. Whoa, hey.
Ring the alarm. The vaccines keep us dying. Whoa, hey. Pharmacy. This for all my alkaline people. Electric food people. Keep your pH over 7. Dr. Sabi, rest in power. Queen of Four.
Bon appetit. C'est le corps et l'esprit. Oui, la pharmacie est là. Viens à table, bon appétit. Oui, la pharmacie
So
est là.
clean your colon now. Free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy. No GMOs allowed. Clean your colon now. Free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy.
Have you taken supplements? Have you taken vitamins? Have you took what it takes to get that God image? Do you use the elements? Do you use your melanin? Might take more than one take, but record that information. Make it in green a trend. How about the food blend? For the queens and the kings, smoothies are on demand. The diamond, the magnet, get that raw connection. Shop at you farmers market, go play yourself a garden. My water's alkalines, my food's electric. The calcify my DNA, see those who electric. We taking back our minds, Babylon starting to twitch. Cause I drink my minerals, cause I eat my chlorophyll. Healthy the new gangster, pushing weight and red pill. Mind, body detox, tell them it's the new deals. Tell them it's a lifestyle. Tell our children how you feel, show them they can reach the stars if they feel with the right meal. Bon appétit. C'est le corps et l'esprit. Oui, la pharmacie est là. Viens à table, bon appétit. Oui, la pharmacie
So
est là.
clean your colon now. Free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy. No GMOs allowed. Clean your colon now. Free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy. Yeah. Skin getting smoother. Stool getting softer. Over at the pharmacy. Better than your doctor. No health in this rat race. There's wealth in the plant base. I to live and breaking out the prison. Doing about face. Let me see your hands up. This is a health robbery. Give me all your GMOs and straighten up your arteries. No additives and no preservatives. The politics of food. Organic to the bone, cause man-made is evil. It's not for the people, natural has no equal. So come to the pharmacy, it's a state of emergency. Emergency, what's going on before we in the cemetery?
C'est le corps et l'esprit. Oui, la pharmacie est là. Viens à table, bon appétit. Oui, la pharmacie
So
est là.
clean your colon now, free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy, no GMOs allowed. Clean your colon now, free your mouth now. Come to the pharmacy. So clean your colon now, let your free your medicine. Come to the pharmacy, no GMOs allowed. Clean your colon
electric
now,
food people.
free your mind right now. Come to the
Body
pharmacy.
pH over 7 for your heaven.
So clean your colon
I think I
now,
fruits for
free
that.
your mind right now. Come to the pharmacy, no GMOs allowed. Clean your colon now,
Come, go get that
free your
smoothie.
mind right now. Come to the pharmacy.
Is your water alkaline?
Health is wealth.
Get that girl in that plate.
Plan your work. Work your plan.
How about an avocado? Blessed and pancake. Better use that camel flour.
That's Pharmacy
Soda.
with an F.
Try to kill yourself, fool.
Food from the ground.
Suppose for you.
from pills. And that is from my guest, Zion Horizon. Nomad and Malik are on the line. Hello.
In the trenches. Yes,
yeah, really bop. I was really skanking around to that one because I stand up and do my show, so I'm moving all the time.
Yeah.
And with all that fruit, you know, it really you got so much energy. So wow. Yeah.
Stand up and eat well. Every time you eat well, it's a form of protest, whether you accept it or not.
Yeah.
But
you know, it does. It's so important because that's like you said in the track there. You know, your health is your wealth. Without it, you know, you can't really. Yeah, you can't really do that much. So, you know, it's very important. So yeah, that was pharmacy. Next track, Ganja Tea. Talk to us about that one.
Well, where are we from? I mean, a few things. Where we from? Canada. I mean, just not long ago, meaning that happened this year. If I'm not, was it this year? And at the end of last year, Canada legalized the consumption and culture of marijuana. And again, in one of our ciphers, we were talking about a few times about how that's nice, all that legalization. But are people really talking about the health benefit? Or are people really talking about the healing benefit of the plant? And myself, through the process, I've learned that smoking it was not the best of the idea in terms of the many ways of consuming it. And then I've started to dabble into that by curiosity, finding new ways that people were taking the benefits of the plants. And GQ, again, once again, who is a melodic genius, came up with an idea, put something up, and brought it up to us. And Ganja Tea was in the process of being written. Respect, leading GQ once again.
Yeah, respect to him indeed. Yeah, so shall we play that? Or Malik, did you have anything you wanted to say about Ganja Tea?
Ganja Tea, like Nomad basically covered it all. That song, a lot of the songs that people are going to hear on the album are going to be new to them, but a lot of these songs are old to us in terms of the amount of time that they've actually been in existence. So Ganja Tea, I think that was born in like 2008.
Oh wow!
Like it's been a minute. Oh yeah, it's not like we've been talking about this from even before the whole business about they want to legalize, and big up man like Peter Tosh, and of course Rastafari always been leading the way when it comes to the talks on legalizing herb, as you say, or cannabis. But nowadays it seems to be the catchy thing with all of these cafes that are popping up here in Toronto and across the country. But yeah, there's been groups and there's been people who've been pushing the banner for a while. So now we have to get ourselves on the back end in terms of the investment side.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
The business side of this, because this is really where the sustainability exists. So, like Nomad said though, giving up honors again to GQ, who you'll hear on the chorus. But the listeners, whether you're a smoker or you're a consumer of herb in any type of way, and in all of its manifestations, not just through the process of smoking it, you'll have an appreciation, or at least you could see yourself in terms of where we're going with the song. So let the listeners come to their own conclusion.
Oh, absolutely. So we are going to play Ganja Tea. So enjoy.
Sip off the ganja tea, smoke and flow straight through my body. Boil some milk with a brick of sense, full of mess, and sip it slowly. Take a trip off the ganja tea, smoke and flow straight through my body. Boil some milk with a brick of sense, full of mess, now we're feeling highly. The ganja tea make me meditate, yeah, it make me levitate. Body rising off the ground, me float gone out of space. Haters can't see us cause the light years behind me. Solomon the chronic with the ganja tea beside me. Bad mind dirty heart, try your best avoid me. Something yeah, boy, love the devil gone behind me. Every time you see me, you know I Jah guide me. In the clouds sipping ganja tea is where you find me. Take a sip of the ganja tea. Smoke and flow straight through my body. Pour some milk with a brick of sense. Full of mess and sip it slowly. Take a trip off the ganja tea. Smoke and flow straight through my body. Pour some milk with a brick of sense. Full of mess. Now we're feeling highly.
Ganja tea is a remedy. Ganja tea is a cipher. Ganja tea is remedy. Now the white stick of cancer. Bring the grinder, bring the pot, but the water, lit the fire. Just to wait till it gets hot. Take a shot and feel higher if you can. Add the sensi, some chocolate from the yard. Yes, thank you, yes, say merci. Comment allez-vous? I feel high. Got my queen, got my music, got my food, got my rolling. Watching the fall of Babylon while I sip on my ganja tea.
On the spaceship rezoning, ganja tea is the reason. Pot a bubble on the stove, cause the ashes is the healing. No more rolling rims like Timmy's, just boiling in the Dutchie. Pass the cup to the brim. On the left, just like Kutchie. Sky above we or below we. The net is them, I watch me on that red high, feeling so high. Crown chakra feeling tingly. On the grave of Solomon came the healing of the nation. Ganja tea, the sensation. Can you feel the vibration now?
Take a sip of the ganja tea. Smoke and flow straight through my body. Pour some milk with a brick of sense. Full of mess and sip it slowly. Take a trip, a trip, a trip, a trip. Smoke, 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 smoke. Milk with a, with a, with a, with a. Meds, meds, meds. Highly. It's all about the healing of the nation. Grave of Solomon. Rastafari. You know you can smoke it up. You know you can vape it up. You know you can eat it up. But it's better when you steep it up.
That's ganja tea, taking you on travels. And my guests, Malik and Nomad, still on the line.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Hello, Nomad, I can hear you.
Yes.
So
Malik is right beside.
Yeah. So I mean, so we've played, some of these wonderful tracks from your debut album. And, I mean, how do you feel? You've got this album, like you were saying, it's been a journey. How does it feel to get to where you are now, album released? And also, if you can, we'll talk about your details, how people can get in touch and get hold of the album. But how does it feel to have it finally released?
Yeah, it's years in the making, and for those who've been on the journey with us and know some of the backstory, they know that we've been through a lot to try and put this project together. And there's been a lot of people who've come in and they've ended up coming out, but there's only a few who've stayed the course for the race that we've been on. And again, it's like we call it Volume 1, Speaking to the Globe, because really this is like the first of many things or many projects that we feel we have to do in terms of with this whole concept of speaking to the globe. So it feels good just to know that the first element is out there in terms of what we want to project to the world. But if Volume 1 is one thing, but what we have cooking up for Volume 2, this is gonna take what we're doing to like you were talking about a higher vibration before. This is exactly what we're trying to do. But I'm gonna let Nomad have his piece on that.
Okay, awesome. Nomad.
So yeah, the journey. It took me a while personally to understand and embodied, which is the next level of understanding, that the real trip is the journey, not so much the destination. But it's still a good feeling to reach an accomplishment, and now you can look up to the next thing, to the next big thing, right? Bigger
That's
and
right.
better things.
That's right.
So with that laser focus insight, we're very excited about the upcoming volume 2. Like Malik said, there's a lot of good stuff in store for the people. Volume 1 is a spaceship that already took off. It's just up to us to keep up with its speed. And I want to say to the globe, like, everybody will find a little bit of theirs or what they like into the album, but fasten your seatbelt. We're going for a ride. Zion Horizon 777.
Yeah, I
So
love
that
that.
being said, you know, has about it when it comes to our journey, right? Bumps and ride, but we're here now.
Yeah, because as you're going along the journey, as you just said, that is a very important part of of your destination. When you get to your destiny or destination, everything that you've gone
Exactly.
through on the road to is going to make you a new person. So you grow even more into your true, authentic self.
Exactly. Exactly. And to veg back on that, we often don't realize that whatever we wish for, we're already there.
Yes.
It's just that our body has to catch up with our mind.
Yes, always. It's the lag between the two. So yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to ask you both before we sort of wrap up this segment and give your details. You're both so inspirational, so empowering. You're young men who's, got your dream, you're living your dream. What would you say to other aspiring artists or anyone who's got a dream to do something, but they may be feeling, a little bit like, can it happen for me? And maybe not sure where to turn. What would you say to them about getting themselves, dusting off their dreams and, working on it? What would you say? Nomad, what would you say to them?
I don't know if I have any specific or magical formula to give them. I can only speak about it from the you know what I mean.
Yes,
I
I
can only
do.
speak about it from the point of view of my personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
I will say to them, stay the course for the following reason. Anybody, artist or not, when you have that idea that comes in your head, when you have that feeling that comes in your guts, when you have that gulp inside of your throat that want to say something, let a vibration out and create that reality, you all know that that feeling is not fake. You felt it. You may not be able to write it and describe it on a piece of paper, but everybody on this earth, if they understand English right now, understand what I'm talking about. And it doesn't matter if you're an artist or not. So stay the course. You're not crazy. You had that inspiration. Go with it, polish it, present it, and then if there's bumps and bruises, come back to the drawing board, polish it again, and then come out with a brand new lyrical car. You feel me?
Yes, I love that. That was so. Yeah, that was so inspiring.
Stay the course.
Stay the course. Don't give up.
Touch on that, but again, I mean, like that's all I can say, and it's not cheesy, it's not cliche, it's hard truth reality right here.
No, that's powerful.
Go experience it, taste it, and come back and tell me about it. But stay the course. Your inspiration was not crazy.
Never,
now
ever give up.
You want to go left or right.
Yes.
That feeling did not come to you mind as a schizophrenic. That was real because you felt it. You saw the light in your mind. You felt the feeling in your gut. You felt the gulp in your throat. And you will move forward. So that's what I would say. That's my piece of cake.
That is very powerful and very, very true. Malik, what would you say? That was powerful, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, what Nomadic said pretty much covers it all. You have to stay the course, and but before you stay the course, you have to know what your purpose is. So my contribution to the cipher would be stay the course. Once you know what your passion and your purpose is and your mission is, because there's, like Frans Fanon said, he said each generation has the responsibility to figure out what their mission is, and then you have two options. You can either fulfill it or you can betray it. So that's what we have to try and figure out, each of us. And anyone who's listening right now, that's what our purpose is in life, is to try and figure out what it is that we are not only what we're here for, but what we're here to offer. Not only ourselves, but each other. So once you figure that out, then you have to either stick with that, stay the course, like Nomad said, or the other option is you betray it. And well, we know that there's a lot of people right now who are not fulfilling their passions and not living to the utmost. So and I feel like Nomad wants the veggie back to hold on.
Why do you think that is, Nomad? Why are people not living their full potential? Go ahead.
I'm telling you, like, to veg back on the salad, one thing I would add, do it. Just do it. To everyone listening right now, and maybe most of you are alone, so nobody's watching you. Nobody's going to know that you're about to do something very cheesy. Close your eyes to your desire. Take a deep breath in.
I'm done.
And a deep breath out. And not come and tell me that feeling was fake. But if it is fake, okay, then walk to the doctor and get a prescription pill for it. But if it wasn't fake, walk that path. You feel me? Learn who you are once you have that desire. Learn who you are once you have that inspiration. Then once those two things are going to be accomplished, you're going to be a force to reckon with. Because nothing is more dangerous than an inspiration that knows itself. So once you're able to do that, pick that pen and paper, pick that microphone, call those managers, get those musicians, get on the stage, and give the whole planet a whole show. That's what I have to say to that.
Woo woo! Yes, very powerful. I've really, really enjoyed, both of you coming on. And what I want to ask you, is there anything else you wanted to add that we haven't discussed besides, your details? Silence.
It's that time to give the people what they need. So ZionHorizonMusic.com should be up and running. We have our music that's going to be on there that people can go and stream and buy, download, etc. Again, we're doing everything right now to try and funnel all the traffic to the website. That's again, we're going to be launching that in the next few days, but in terms of like an official, next few weeks, but in terms of an official launch, in terms of in the city, we're going to have something coming up in the fall where we can introduce not only the website, but we can introduce people to the music and to the music video that's going to be established. So ZHTV, of course, you got to have that YouTube presence and that social media presence. So again, ZHTV is going to be another one of our projects that we're going to be working on. Again, we're going to be bringing a network of artists, community activists, people who are just inspired in terms of whatever it is that they've set their mind towards, to come and share that inspiration with the viewing public and those of us, or those who are going to actually follow the Zion Horizon movement. Because at the end of the day, like we always say, this is a movement. It's bigger than just a song or even just an album. Yes. But again, we're coming with merchandise. We're coming with music. We're coming with visuals, etc. So again, ZionHorizonMusic.com. That's going to be the one-stop shop. All one word. Of course, shout out to Khadijah K. Sterling, Conscious Pixel, who's been working on that diligently to try and get it up for the people. So, of course, we want to hail her up. Of course, we want to hail up all of the people in the city. All the people in the city who've been supporting the movement. And again, coming soon, the official website and album release, so that the people, we can all full joy and just come together and hold the vibes over this commemorating this moment, right? And the moments that are to come in terms of what we're going to be creating at Zion Horizon.
Awesome. So what I want to say is, I really am, really wish you even more, all the success that you have and beyond. And I'm really, happy for you. Young men, you could have been singing about anything, and you've chosen to sing about things that, raise our vibration, raise our consciousness. And we really need this type of music out there. So I salute you both. All three of you, sorry, and, continue to do great things. And I'm going to leave the last word with either of you or both of you before we wrap up this segment.
No, man, you'll give the people a taste, man.
Nomad.
I want to say, yes, Imani. I want to say thank you to all your listeners, to anyone who might be or would be or is listening at the moment. Thanks for sharing the moment with us. It's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful spaceship. We promise, we promise to give you an audio experience. You get yourself some good headphones, get yourself some good speakers, get yourself in your car, and I promise you, it's an audio experience, whoever you are. And whoever you are, there's a taste for you in it. So thank you again, Imani. Thank you, Conscious Radio. Thank you all, the inspirational people, the light being, whatever you call yourself these days. Thank you. Thank you for the inspiration. Zion Horizon Volume 1 is coming back in a few. It's going to be released in a few weeks. I want to say all praise out to the ancestors. I want to say Ashe. I want to say Ayibobo. I want to say Hotep. I want to say love. I want to say light. I want to say music. So thank you for connecting with us. And again, I repeat, I promise you, so now you experience. Get into that spaceship.
That is awesome. Thank you so, so much. And as I said, I wish you continued success.